But like raising money from Mr. Ratan Tata, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like one of the most legendary people in the
Yes.
ecosystem, right? So
Yeah.
would love to know more about how, like, if you can share
Yeah.
that story. How did that happen?
Yeah.
Right? Like, is he a very active investor? Like, I mean, like, do you get to meet him a lot? Like,
Yeah.
to share about the business?
Well, after we got funding from Kalari, they led our Series A, which was about a 25 crore round.
This is what year?
This was 2015, towards the end. So Mr. Tata, we met in 2016, because that was November and Jan, kind of, so same round. So I requested Vani, ki, can you set up a meeting for us with Mr. Tata? And people used to tell us कि क्या करोगे मिलके? He only likes to invest in businesses that have a larger positive impact. So I said कि well, we are not a charity, but we are giving money to people.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think
who
there's
knows?
no bigger impact than
Exactly. Who knows,
getting people
right?
with savings.
And so I just requested Vani कि it doesn't matter. I just request you to get us a meeting. At least we would have felt that we've tried. Right, and I think that was also a great lesson not to take no for an answer, because if you
which
go
you've never
by
done in your
hearsay-
life.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you ever can. I
Yeah.
think you ever should, because if you don't ask the question, the answer is always a no.
Yeah.
If you ask a question, the chances are it could be a yes, right?
Yeah.
So tried it. So this actually happened a few times. This particular line was used a few times in Mr. Tata's journey only. So we got a meeting. We went to Taj Chambers.
In his chambers.
So at the Taj in Mumbai, right? So you go straight in. There's a lift right at the end. So somebody was escorting us, and we got in the lift, and they pressed a C. So I was thinking, so that means anybody can go to the chambers, because this is a C.
Oh, so
in
there's
that
a secret lift, like which with the C button, which only takes you to Mr.
So
Tata's
maybe that
chambers.
was the secret lift only that we went in. But
Interesting.
I remember it opened to his floor, and I was so impressed by just the decor there. It was full of wooden paneling. It was beautiful. And we sat down to wait, and then the butler came to me and he said, "Ma'am, what do you like to have?"
Wow.
I said, "Madam, what do you have? Is there a menu or something?"
Yeah.
And he just looks at me, "Ma'am, this is Mr. Tata's chamber.
We have everything.
Anything is available." I'm like, okay. So, and suddenly, like, I couldn't think of what to ask. So I said, "Can I have some strawberry with pancakes?" I don't know why I said that, but yeah, that's what I came up with. So anyway, so after that, we met him in the rooms. It was a large room. So he's sitting on a table like this, having his lunch. He was actually at his dessert by then. And I remember thinking that time, this is the right generation. At his age, he's having a full dessert plate. And I'm like, oh, sugar doesn't suit me, and this and this, XYZ things.
So cute.
He's having everything,
Yeah,
which was really nice to see.
Yeah.
So they said, you can pitch here. He's sitting here. So the projector was there. On this table, his advisory committee was there, his investment committee, Kalari, everybody was there. So I stood there and I was looking कि यार ये तो only 20 minutes का slot है, and I won't even get to talk to him because I'm so far. So I was like, screw this pitch, right? So I went to him and I said, "Sir, do you mind if I sit across from you and we just have a conversation? Same 20 minutes. I'll take you through the deck, but I just want to sit here."
Yeah.
And so he's like, no
So
problem.
that you can
sit."
at least talk to him eye to eye and
This
you
was
just have
my
a
second
conversation.
thing, right? This was my second time where I didn't assume that the answer is going to be no. Because otherwise, I feel that if I had stood there, he would not have invested in us. Kuch connection hi nahi banta. And that's the thing about investment and investors. There has to be a connection between you and the investor, because at the end of the day, they are going to believe in you as a founder, as a startup. Startup by definition means you don't have a lot to show for it, right? So therefore, it's you and your passion and energy that also gets you that check and that name in Mr. Tata's case. So he said, sure. So I sat there. We told him about our journey, who we are, all of that. Then in the end, I said, "Sir, what do you think of our business?" And he said, "In a country that loves to save, you're giving free money. I see no reason about what's not to love."
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, that's
all
good.
those years of building are validated.
Exactly, right? And that time, so I remember my grandfather, when he came from, when he migrated over, his first job was at a Tata Steel factory. So I told him that my grandfather is really happy that I'm here with you today, so can we take a photo? So, and we were told when we went in, no photos and all. And I was thinking, kal ko invest kare na kare, photo to leni hai,
and
definitely.
again, you didn't assume a no.
Right? So I told him this, which was true. And then Vani started laughing. She's like, "Oh, you're a good entrepreneur. You got Mr. Tata to say yes, and you got your photo as well." So we took a photo. And then when we announced the investment, we always used it everywhere,
Yeah.
So we had that. But for 2 weeks we didn't hear from him and his office. So I used to tell Rohan ki chalo investment to nahi hogi, but we met him, we got a photo, great, we are done. Then 10 o'clock one day I get a call. No,
10 p.m.
10 p.m. 10 p.m. I get a message ki, hi Swati, this is Venkat, can we talk? And Venkat used to be an intern at Cash Karo at that time.
Okay.
So I was thinking, why is an intern messaging me at 10 p.m.? So I ignored it for some time. Then I was like, well, if he's messaging, maybe there is something. Because, intern won't really message me otherwise. So I said, sure, call me. Picked up the phone. Hi, Swati, this is Venkat from Mr. Tata's office. I was like, what? If I knew it was this Venkat, I would have doubled down and called him right then.
Yeah.
I was like, so for a minute, I almost wanted to say, I thought you were my intern. No, but I didn't say anything. I was like, yes, tell me. Yeah. And then he said, we loved we love what you guys are building, and Mr. Tata would like to be a part of it. We'd like to invest in your company.
Wow.
I was almost like, can I record? Can I replay? Did he just say this?
Yeah.
So I told him that only. I said, look, I am going to get really happy if you tell me that you're investing. So just are you're serious or you want more information? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
He's like, no, we are in, and just send me the docs. I'll sign because you've just done your fundraise, right? So it's on the back of that only. Everything is done.
Yeah.
I was like, perfect. When raat ko hi baith ke document bana diya. I was like, send it out now. And we got it signed. And, I think the kind of congratulations that we got from people in that round, although it was the smallest round we've done so far, has probably been the most, right? Because Mr. Tata's name means so much.
Yeah.
I have to say that we haven't sought a lot of help, right? Because also he keeps his personal and professional separate. Like initially I used to say कि यार पूरे TCS को cash के बारे में बता देते हैं because Tata sort of thing, right? But it doesn't work like that because these are his, obviously, right? At their level, these are very different things for them.
Yeah.
So, but it's been great for a business like us also that runs on trust to have his backing. Yeah. And then after that, we raised a Series B round, which was $10 million, led by Korea Investment Partners. And, we were actually doing all the docs and all when COVID started. So Jan, Feb, our documents were happening, and then Korea went into a lockdown because Seoul went first, right? So the docs were with them to sign after 4-5 months of